When we're talking about ways to organize our websites, we can do that visually through something called a sitemap. And it helps us just organize and make sure that we're chunking different parts of data together that belong together. And in this you can see our homepage might have an about, a shop, contact, gallery, something like that as main top level items. And then underneath those you might have child items. So it's just some way of organizing data, and we call this a hierarchical type of organization. And you can see an example here as well, where homes are landing and so forth. But sometimes if we have too many top tier first level items, it ends up being very shallow. And this isn't very effective because with this many items, it's like an information overload for the users. And it takes a while. It looks cluttered more often than not. And even though it does show the vast majority of the website in one place, again, it just is a little too much. And so one might think, oh, let's go and organize this into a deep hierarchical layout. The problem with this is you can get down one of these veins and get lost really quickly on where you need to be. So you need to make sure you follow the 3-click rule, which always make sure that you can get to any part of the page without having to click more than 3 times. And to often counter that is you can have a search bar. You could have like a hover on a menu, which would allow you to hover over to see the items without having to click down into them. Some different things like that, but it definitely simplifies it. Another type of organization that exists on the web is a linear organization. And this is where we have your home page that comes in, and then we go to another. And I thought of this, for example, where XKCD, we can just kind of go through all of their slides. And this definitely shows us an example of a linear organization. We can also have a random organization. You don't see a lot of these. This example can also work for it, where we hit random and it just keeps popping up different random pages. Again, you don't see it that often, but those are typically your 3 main types of organizational structures for a website.